This is not really a class. This is just a little tidbit, little treat to help get into some ease in the neck and shoulders. I struggle with this personally, and then I hear, what I miss is like the beginning of class, or like as people start walking in at the beginning of class, people will typically be saying like, oh, I need this because I slept like shit, my neck hurts, my shoulder hurts, or I've got this tension headache that's killing me, or whatever. Most times in most classes, I'll hear someone talk about their sore shoulder or their achy neck, their jaw that's tense, or whatever. It's like a common thing. So I'm going to work on unclogging the crap that seems to lodge into those bits of us. So for this, all you really need is something like a strap, or something you can use as a strap, like a bathrobe tie, rope, anything strap-like. So just have that nearby. I'm sitting on a bolster, one of those big firm yoga pillows. You don't have to do that. You can sit on a chair as long as the chair isn't super squishy and that there's room to kind of move your arms around. You can sit on the floor, you can sit on a stack of blankets or a pillow or whatever. Not super important what you're sitting on, you just have to be comfortable. This is all going to be above the ribs stuff today, so you can even do this in jeans. Not that any of us are wearing jeans in our 99 degree heat today. I don't know when I'm going to post this, but it's like melt your face off hot outside, so anyway. Okay. So getting into a comfortable seat, we're going to start the same way we start all the time. Everything we do is just getting to be a little bit more aware of what it feels like to be here without getting too cerebral about it, just noticing, getting into that sensory experience of our bodies. That might be the most important part to reducing tension in the neck and shoulders, is just these little mindful moments where we're not worried about getting the grocery shopping done, or finishing that argument that we had with our spouse, or trying to navigate the teenage years with your kids, or the laundry, or the finances. Okay, now I'm just starting to list things that we're all stressed about, so you get it. Sometimes getting into the sensory experience will give you moments where those things just don't exist in that moment. Instead, what exists in its place is your breath. And the smell of the air, and the temperature of the air, and the taste in your mouth, and the sounds of the space. Let all of these things be more real than the ruminating over all of these different things that might be, could be, would be, should be, all that stuff that lives in the borders of your mind all the time. Anchor yourself into the sensory experience of this specific moment. Good, and then start to recognize where you're holding tension. So all of us are different, however, frequently it's jaw, it's the tongue pushed to the roof of the mouth, it's that space between the eyebrows. Start to scan from like the collarbone up, start to notice where you're holding tension. Sometimes, if I'm paying close attention, it actually feels as if my scalp is squeezing my skull. Maybe I'm alone with that, but I don't think I am. So for a moment, smooth the skin out on your face, through your hair, allow it to be soft, and pay attention to how it feels. So starting with something small like that space between the eyebrows, just smooth and soften the space between the eyebrows, and then relax into the backs of the eyes. Relax the temples, relax the cheeks. Relax the hinge of the jaw. Allow the teeth to be slightly parted. The tongue is in a natural position. Maybe it's resting behind the front teeth. Relax the edges of the face along the jawline. Relax the hairline. Relax the scalp. Good, and then get a little bit taller through the crown of the head. So think about as if there's a string through the crown of the head, lifting you, lifting you, lifting you up, straight up to the sky. Let that straighten out the spine. Take the left ear down towards the left shoulder, keeping the chin tucking back, not tipping forward. And then just slowly roll this right shoulder. And if you know yourself to be kind of a type A person, or even a type B person who's always got a lot of shit to get done, you might notice that you're like pushing hard and moving quick through this shoulder. Go slow, go softly. Let it be about an exploration of sensation in this area of the body. Good. And then take the left hand and just rest it passively on the right side of the head, somewhere around the temple. And you're not pulling, you're not pushing, you're just letting the weight of the hand be there. Good, now take this right hand and reach it out to the right. And then you're pivoting through the right arm. So trying to keep the arm as one unit and let it rotate in the shoulder socket. So the palm is rotating up and down, front to back, keeping the shoulder blade drawing down. Good. Now bring that right hand back in. Draw the shoulder blade down. Take that left hand to the other side of the face. So then you're just going to kind of hold on to your own head here. Inhale. On the exhale to the count of 10, trying to use your arm and not the muscles of the neck, we're just going to bring the head back to neutral. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Interlace the fingers like a little basket. Place the hands on the back of the neck so that you're kind of cupping the occipitals, which are those bony bits at the base of the skull. Inhale. On the exhale, a little bit of a lift up. Good, inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest. Let the hands be heavy, elbows just drape along the sides of the temples. Good, draw the shoulder blades down. Soften that space between the eyebrows. Good, make the neck a little bit longer. So draw, just using the hands just as a tiny bit of support to draw the occipitals away from the shoulders and the shoulders away from the occipitals. And then start to rise up through the crown of the head, nice and slow. Good, let the arms come down, roll the shoulders. Good. Crown of the head rises up to the sky. Right ear towards the right shoulder, let the left side of the neck be long. You're not allowing the chin to fall forward, even if that's tempting, because that might make it so that the ear is closer to the shoulder. It's not about the distance between the ear and the shoulder. It's about the sensation in the side of the neck, and there's this very persnickety, stubborn piece of the neck muscle. I don't even feel like I need to explain it because we all feel it all the time, all day long. And that's what we're trying to get into here. Good. Take that right hand and just let it be loose and easy on the on the left temple. Noticing the left side of the neck get a little longer. And then reach that left arm out and just pivot through the arm bone. Good. And then bringing the left hand down, taking the right hand to the right side of the face, let your head just hang into that right hand. And then to the count of 10, head back to neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interlace the fingers, place them at the back of the skull. Elbows start to drape right down alongside the temples, drawing the occipitals away from the shoulders, length along sides of the neck. And then slowly extending through the neck as you lift up. Let the hands come down, roll out the shoulders. Good. Bring your arms to 2 right angles. So palms, it's like you're about to start clapping or something. Palms towards the center, thumbs towards your face. Elbows straight out. Take that right arm and take it on top of the left. I might forget which one's on top right now, so pay attention. It's right on top. The right arm is on top. So from here, you can be totally passive in that right arm. That's fine. We're building on our sensation, not necessarily the angle or form. So feel this sensation. If you're feeling it on the edge of the shoulder and in the space between the shoulder blades, then this is probably all you need. Otherwise, bringing the forearms back together, you can do backs of the hands touching or wrap so that the palms are touching, and then start to put a little bit of counter pressure from the elbows towards one another. So you're bringing the right elbow towards the left and the left towards the right, a little bit of compression, draw the elbows down into the chest. Notice where that's feeling or how that's feeling in the shoulders and the neck area. Drop the chin down. This might be enough sensation for you. You might want to bring the forearms just a little bit closer to parallel to the ground. Inhale. Hold that inhale. Exhale slowly. Forearms back towards the face, ever so slightly. Lift the elbows. Maybe lift your gaze up at the fingers. Draw the elbows back down. Maybe the forearms come out, maybe not. Forearms back in, elbows up, gaze up. One more time, elbows down. Maybe forearms come down, maybe not. Forearms in, elbows up, gaze up. And then release. Flap the wings, throw the bones. Good. Right ankles. The left is on top. Crossing that left elbow on top of the right. Maybe it just stays loose like this. You're just looking for a sensation at the outside edge of the shoulder and in between the shoulder blades and in the trapezius. So the trapezius is a kite-shaped muscle. It goes from the base of the neck down through the shoulder blades and then underneath the shoulder blades in an inverted triangle. So you're looking to get into that. So if this is where you're at, this is where you're at, nothing wrong with it at all. Maybe the forearms come together, maybe you're touching backs of the hands or palms. Draw the elbows down and together. Deep breath here, maybe the forearms open. Don't be shocked if this is a totally different experience on this side. We're asymmetrical, especially in places like our shoulders. Guide the forearms in, lift the elbows, lift the gaze. Take everything down. Maybe the forearms open, moving with your breath, taking time to feel it. So some of the tension that we hold in our necks and our shoulders and in our jaws, that's there because we grind our teeth, that's there because we carry our purses, that's there because we lifted topsoil or whatever. But I think for a lot of us, a lot of the tension that lives in our neck, our jaw, and our shoulders is there because we're thinking thoughts that are unpleasant. We stash our shit there. That's my theory. It's like the junk drawer of the body. When we don't want to deal with it, we stash it there. So for this practice, keep your mind on the sensation. That'll probably do miracles for the tension in these areas. Good, and then release, throw the bones. Good. Circle the wrists. Wiggle the fingers. Wiggle and circle. and then grab your strap. Nice wide grip. Make sure that as you're moving through this, you're not death gripping the strap, because that'll undo what you just did, and how sad would that be? So nice wide stance. Lift the strap overhead. Inhale, shoulder blades draw down the back. Exhale, bring the strap down. Pause at that spot where it starts to feel a little awkward, and then draw the strap a little bit further away, like the hands further away from each other rather. So you're kind of playing a little bit of a tug of war on the strap. Lift the heart. Exhale. Good. Start to move with the breath, forward and back, using the strap. Nice and slow. If you're not feeling much, you can always narrow the grip a little bit, but be warned that as you narrow the grip, the sensation grows pretty quickly, and you don't want to push it too far. Good. Lift the strap overhead. Inhale. Exhale, just reach to one side or the other, doesn't matter which side. Back through center, other side. And again. Good. And then release. Circle out the shoulders. Flip the palms up, let them rest on your lap, and just notice if there's any sensations in the body. Good, one more deep breath. Good. And then taking a moment to just notice how it feels, relaxing the belly and relaxing the face. This is a great thing to do before a meditation, a longer seated meditation, or if you're having some stress when you wake up or right before you go to bed. So hopefully that helps with the neck and shoulder pain, the jaw pain, the life pain. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.